Welcome to all of you. Today's our session is artificial intelligence. In this session we are going to see what the artificial intelligence exactly is. We call humans as intelligent because our intelligence is so important to us. For thousands of years we are trying to understand how humans think, how it can perceive, understand, predict and manipulate a world far larger and more complicated than itself. The field of artificial intelligence goes still further. It attempts not just to understand but also to build intelligent entities. AI is one of the newest fields in science and engineering. It encompasses a huge variety of subfields, ranging from general to specific. In general, the subfields are like learning and perception, while specific field includes the playing chess, proving mathematical theorems, writing poetry, driving a car on crowded street, and diagnosing the diseases. AI is relevant to any intellectual task. It is truly a universal field. Now we will see what the AI exactly is. The field of artificial intelligence is divided into 4 different approaches: thinking humanly, thinking rationally, acting humanly, and acting rationally. The 8 different definitions are given here for artificial intelligence. So these 4 definitions are: the exciting new effort to make computers think, that is, machines with minds in the full and literal sense is nothing but artificial intelligence. The automation of activities that we associate with human thinking, activities such as decision making, problem solving, learning, etc. Thinking rationally approach includes the study of mental faculties through the use of computational models is nothing but artificial intelligence, and also the study of the computations that make it possible to perceive, reason and act is nothing but the artificial intelligence. The art of creating machines that perform functions that require intelligence when performed by a human is the artificial intelligence, and also the study of how to make computers do things at which at the moment people are better is the artificial intelligence. The acting rationally approach include 2 definitions, that is, computational intelligence is the study of the design of intelligent agents, and also AI is concerned with intelligent behavior in the artifact. The definition on the top are concerned with thought processes and reasoning, whereas the one on the bottom addresses the behavior. The definition on the left measure success in terms of fidelity to human performance, whereas the one on the right measure against an ideal performance measure called the rationality. Now one by one we will see all the 4 approaches here. Our first approach is nothing but acting humanly, that is the Turing test approach. The Turing test was proposed by Alan Turing in 1950. The Turing test is designed to provide a satisfactory operational definition of intelligent. Here is the setup of Turing test. It includes the human and a computer, that is AI system, and a human interrogator is provided here. A test is provided to human as well as to the AI system, and the human interrogator inspects the performance of human as well as the AI system. A computer passes the test if the human interrogator, after posing some written questions, cannot tell whether the returned responses come from the human or from the AI system, that is from a person or from the computer. A computer would need to possess the following capabilities to pass the test. First one is the natural language processing. It is required to enable it to communicate successfully in English. The second one is the knowledge representation. It is required to store what it knows or hears. The third one is the automated reasoning. It is required to use the stored information to answer questions and to draw new conclusions. Okay, and the last one is machine learning, which is required to adapt new circumstances and to detect and explore patterns. The Turing test deliberately avoided direct physical interaction between the interrogator and the AI system, because physical simulation of a person is unnecessary for the intelligence. The so-called total Turing test includes a video signal so that the interrogator can test the subject's perceptual abilities, as well as the opportunity for the interrogator to pass physical objects through the hatch. To pass the total Turing test, the computer will need the computer vision, which is required to perceive the objects, and robotics, which is required to manipulate objects and move about. These 6 disciplines compose most of the artificial intelligence. The suggested major components of AI are nothing but the knowledge, reasoning, language, understanding and learning. But Turing test is not reproducible, constructive or amiable to mathematical analysis. This is the drawback of the Turing test. The next approach of artificial intelligence is thinking humanly. It is also known as the cognitive modeling approach. If we are going to say that a given program think like a human, we must have some way of determining how humans think. We need to get inside the actual working of human minds. There are 3 different ways to do this: through introspection, by trying to catch our own thoughts as they go by; through psychological experiments, by observing a person in action; and through brain imaging, by observing the brain in action. Once we have a sufficiently precise theory of the mind, it becomes possible to express the theory as a computer program. If the program's input-output behavior matches corresponding human behavior, that is evidence that some of the program's mechanisms could also be operating in humans. Alan Newell and Herbert Simon developed GPS, that is General Problem Solver. This General Problem Solver is a program to solve problems correctly. It can also be used for comparing the trace of its reasoning steps to trace of human subjects solving the same problem. The interdisciplinary field of cognitive science brings together the computer models from artificial intelligence and experimental techniques from psychology to construct precise and testable theories of human mind. Cognitive science is a fascinating field in itself, worthy of several textbooks and at least one encyclopedia. Real cognitive science, however, is necessarily based on experimental investigation of actual human behavior or the animals. The two fields that is artificial intelligence and cognitive science, continue to fertilize each other, which incorporates neuropsychological evidence into computational model. The third approach is nothing but the thinking rationally approach. It is also known as the laws of thought approach. The Greek philosopher Aristotle was the one who first attempted to codify right thinking, that is, irrefutable reasoning processes. His syllogisms provided patterns for argument structure that always yielded correct conclusions when given the correct premises. For example, Ram is a man, all men are mortal, and therefore Ram is mortal. Here the correct conclusions are given so that correct premises are given so that it can be yielded correct conclusions. These laws of thought were supposed to govern the operation of the mind. The study initiated the field called logic. The logicians in the 19th century developed a precise notation for statements about all kinds of objects in the world and the relations among them. By 1965, programs existed that could in principle solve any solvable problem described in the logical notation. The so-called logicist tradition within artificial intelligence hopes to build on such programs to create intelligent systems. There are two main obstacles in this approach. First one, it is not easy to take informal knowledge and state it in the formal terms required by logical notations, particularly when the knowledge is less than 100%. The second one is, there is a big difference between solving a problem in principle and solving it in practice. Even problems with just a few hundred facts can exhaust the computational resources of any computer unless it has some guidance as to which reasoning steps to try first. Although both of these obstacles apply to any attempt to build computational reasoning systems, they appeared first in the logicist tradition. Our last approach is acting rationally approach. The rational agent, or it is also known as the rational agent approach. What is the agent means? An agent is just something that acts. Of course, all computer programs do something, but computer agents are expected to do more: to operate autonomously, perceive their environment, persist over a prolonged time period, adapt to change, and create and pursue goals. A rational agent is one that acts so as to achieve the best outcome, or when there is uncertainty, the best expected outcome. In the laws of thought approach of AI, the emphasis was on correct inferences. Making correct inference is sometimes part of being a rational agent, because one way to act rationally is to reason logically to the conclusion that a given action will achieve one's goal, and then to act on that conclusion. On the other hand, the correct inference is not all the rationality. In some situations there is no provably correct thing to do, but something must still be done. There are also ways of acting rationally but cannot be said to involve inferences. all the skills needed for the Turing test also allowed to an agent to act rationally. Knowledge representation and reasoning enables agent to reach good decisions. We need to be able to generate comprehensible sentences in natural language to get by in a complex society. We need learning not only for our education but also because it improves our ability to generate effective behavior. The rational agent approach had two advantages over the other approaches. The first one is it is more general than the laws of thought approach because correct inference is just one of the several possible mechanisms for achieving rationality. The second one is it is more amenable to scientific development than our other approaches based on human behavior or human thought. The standard of rationality is mathematically well defined and completely general and can be unpacked to generate agent designs that provably achieve it. Human behavior, on the other hand, is well adapted for one specific environment and is defined by the sum total of all the things that humans do. So here we have seen all the four approaches of artificial intelligence. In further session we are going to see the foundation of artificial intelligence as well as the history of artificial intelligence. I hope this session is helpful for you. Thank you.